The traffic in New York City making its way back and forth between Manhattan and the borough of Brooklyn. Our setting tonight. And let's check out the injury report. 5 players unavailable tonight.
5 players unavailable tonight. A lot of minutes and shots to go around.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Howard is out there with Tobias Harris. Then it's Simmons. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. And looking at the Nets, they've got Harris. Tyler Johnson is out there with Harden. Then it's Jordan. And it's Green in at the 4-man position. Now here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
I tell you, it doesn't get any easier than this, guys. I mean, Simmons finishing with power.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time, the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively. But quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Harris. Just 5 to shoot. He feeds it to Howard. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in.
Sensational at hitting the glass. Howard has fantastic timing when he goes after those rebounds.
Simmons against Harden. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Here's Harris following the bucket by the Nets. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
A real comfort zone for Harris. I mean, he's looking to score often from this area.
Harden against Simmons. And Harden with the stuff.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
76ers moving the ball around. And the pass to Howard. And stolen by Jordan. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Nets, LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Brown in for Tyler Johnson. Mike Scott's checked in for Philadelphia. Shake Milton comes in for Curry.
Hey, we know Harden can score, but he also has great vision.
To the middle, and stolen by Aldridge. Harden, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Scott. And Simmons gets it to go on the assist by Scott. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Diaz, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mention. And here's Maxey following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Harris passes to Maxey. Inside, over Aldridge. Maxey, no good. Brooklyn leading by 3. Griffin down low, guarded by Harris. Irving looking for an opening. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
What a block from Harris. Terrific work there.
Milton finds Scott. Harris with it. High post try. Offensive rebound. No good. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Brown drives in. To Luwawu. On the wing, Irving. 34 seconds left to play in the first. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Outstanding body control there by Kyrie. I mean, he continues to score on tough defense, and it never fails to amaze me how he's able to do that so often.
Here's Korkmaz. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Harris. Passes to Milton. The 76ers need to get off a shot, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Johnson outside. And here's Harris from the arc. Sinks the triple.
You know, really good to see Harris playing with that kind of confidence because, you know, these shots will only help him get better.
And so it's Brooklyn holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
We've got Brown. Griffin is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Johnson, and it's Aldridge in at center. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of neat to see Aldridge take on more of a leadership role. He's somebody the younger guys can look up to.
Greg, LaMarcus Aldridge taking more three-pointers last season, easily passing his career highs in attempts with almost 3 a game.
And Aldridge shot a very respectable percentage from outside. In order to play heavy minutes at the 4, you need to be able to shoot. Good to see Aldridge still adding new wrinkles to his game.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Brooklyn leading by 11. Here's Luwawu. That shot off the mark. Nice D from Scott. One-on-one here. Howard, the pass to Thibault. Griffin with the steal. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Irving kicks to Luwawu-Cabarrot. Back to Irving. That's tipped. Here's Korkmaz. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Scott the pass to Maxey. The dish to Howard. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And, you know, I think this is exactly what you want Howard to do. I mean, when somebody's open, show that you're willing to give the ball up.
Danny Green, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Seth Curry comes in for Korkmaz. Free throw good, Maxey. The Nets with the lead. Outside Irving. The feed to Aldridge. And Aldridge slams it in.
Irving showing you he's a frame ahead of his opponent with that nice imagination on offense.
Now, here's Maxey. Pass to Thibault. And here is Howard. Maxey passes to Howard. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
Imposing his will down there. Howard feels like he can score anytime he wants from this area.
And stolen by Thibault. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Then for the 76ers, Harris comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And Simmons subbed in for Maxey. Now here is Harris. He dishes it to Howard. Here's Simmons. Sweet little floater. Simmons got 6.
And Simmons so deft with the floater, freezing the defense completely.
Johnson, the pass to Harden. Green kicks to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
Simmons feeling it out a bit. Curry finds Howard. Back to Curry. Second shot opportunity. Outside for Simmons. Left side Curry. Shot clock at 5. Feeds it to Harris. Stolen by Harden. 1:36 left to play here in the second quarter. Green, no luck. The 76ers trail by 8. Simmons with it. He's picked up by Jordan. And it's blocked by Jordan.
Hey, you know he's around, and that's what he does. DeAndre Jordan throwing that shot out of there.
And Harden with the stuff.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Now here's Howard. Back to Simmons. Harris outside. Simmons on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots from 12. On the wing, Harris. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Harris has got his second basket of the game.
You know, over time, as its game has evolved, Harris has accepted a bigger, expanded role. Knows he has the green light.
Harden dishes to Johnson. Right side, Jordan. Harden outside. And the jam by Harden.
Love when Harden uses that great leaping ability to finish with power.
The 76ers trail by 10. Curry passes to Howard. Back to Curry. Stolen by Harden. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. Finished off the break.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
6 seconds left to play here in the half. But they get it there. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're leading. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the 2K. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They lead by 10. And over to Shaq. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Taking a look at the 76ers. Seth Curry is out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Green. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's Howard in at the 5 down low. That one wide left.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself.
Howard finds Simmons. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. And Greg, the experiences that Danny Green has had over the course of his terrific career, it's hard to match.
I mean, he's won multiple titles in his career, done so in different places with different types of teams. He's seen it all and knows what it takes to succeed.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Now the passion in New York as a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence. And I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it. Just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet. Johnson kicks to Harden. It's deflected. Now, here's Maxey. Tight defense on him. There's the pass to Thibault. Back to Harris. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Johnson with some nice D. Griffin passes to Harden. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim, but the epic throwdown.
Howard kicks to Thibault. And here's Maxey. Back to Harris. Stolen by Harden. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Harris dishes to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Yeah, a volume shooter, and Harden is aggressive and assertive and really trying to jumpstart himself. And when he does, watch out.
Howard finds Harris. Shot, high post. And that one hits back iron. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Brooklyn. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David. Outside, Scott. On the wing, Harris. Shot clock at 6. The kick out to Scott. Here's Milton. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Nobody near Irving. From outside, off the mark.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Maxey passes to Harris. Here's Maxey. Philadelphia moving the ball around to halt the run, and it's good on the way in. Maxey's got 5 now.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Irving for 3. Scott pulls it in.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game. Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Nets lead by 15. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The 76ers trail by 15. Harden out there with Brown. Then there's Green. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Claxton in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Stolen by Harden. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. And there's a foul. It'll go on Shake Milton. That's his first foul. Jordan, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Kyrie Irving comes in for Bruce Brown. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Boy, somehow, some way, you've got to keep Jordan away from the basket, because if you allow him to get it there, he's flushing.
Out to the right wing. Here's Korkmaz. Harris kicks to Simmons. And stolen by Harris. The shot by Irving doesn't go for him. So Philadelphia will take it the other way.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there, because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Korkmaz passes to Harris. 4 on the clock. Here's Simmons with the putback, and staying with the play, Harris.
Outstanding work by Harris to get his hands dirty on that offensive glass.
And a deep 3 from Irving. Jordan finds Irving. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. And the Nets lead by 18.
1 triple for him in the first half. Now he's hit another.
Pass to Harris. Outside, Green. Stolen by Harden. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving leading the charge. Jordan, the pass to Irving. Outside, Green. Over Harris. Outside, Irving. A three-pointer is right on target. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Brooklyn.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game. And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
Here's Simmons, and it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Irving kicks to Jordan. Rebound by the 76ers. Harris has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Right side, Green. Now here's Milton. Guarded by Harden. It's stolen by Harris. Outside, Green. There's the triple. Buries the long-range jumper. Green's got his first 3 points of the game.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Harris misses.
You know, fought hard from start to finish on that play. Defended the shot and then finished it off with the rebound.
And Harden wide open. He shoots. Back to Green. For 3, Harris. It's good from long range.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Nets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for James Harden.
You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
On the wing, Harris. Back to Harden. The 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Green finds Simmons. Pass to Harris. Outside, Green. The 76ers with another miss. And the Nets with possession. They're on a 14-4 run. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Irving misses. And the 76ers with possession. Simmons with it. To the inside. Here's Harris. Harden with the defensive effort. Misses there. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. There below is Barclays Center and the borough of Brooklyn, where there's never a dull moment. Quite a few injuries here between the two teams. 5 players out tonight.
5 players unavailable tonight. A lot of minutes and shots to go around.
Looking at the starting 5 for the Atlanta Hawks. Young and Herter make up the back. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the 5 roaming the paint. And for the Nets, Joe Harris is out there with Green. Then it's Harden. Then it's Jordan. And it's Johnson in a shooting guard.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
Here is Harden after the made shot from John Collins. Harden, and he drops it in from the low post.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Young passes to Capella. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
And one of the most creative scorers the league has to offer. Harden specializes in sinking those tough shots.
Now, here is Young to the paint. Here's Hunter, and it's blocked by Jordan. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. And again, James Harden. Harden's got 6 points.
And a staple of Harden's attack. Sometimes it seems he's better finishing through contact on the drive.
Harden against Young. Basket counts.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Now, here is Harden. Oh, here he comes.
That was amazing, and look at the elevation.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
And the Hawks making a change here. Williams is checked in. Down low, here's Capella. Kicks it out to Collins. Nobody near Williams. Offensive rebound, Capella. They had a number of cracks in it, but came away empty-handed. Hunter, the pass to Herter. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's the teardrop. And it's Capella missing.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
And it's blocked by Jordan.
DeAndre is simply one of the most electrifying shot blockers in the game. If you put up a shot around him, you better put it up high.
Brooklyn making some changes. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. Then for the Hawks, Alinari comes in for Collins. And it's Bogdanovich in for Kevin Herter.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate.
Tony Snell's checked in for Atlanta. Now here's Johnson. Here's Aldridge. Got a piece of it. The pass to Brown.
Well, what did Coach tell us? He wanted each guy to contest shots and rebound tonight. That's exactly what we just saw.
So for the Nets, Blake Griffin. He's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Harris. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Johnson. And a change for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. 1:35 left here in the first quarter. Irving misses.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Or is he actually insane enough to think that he might be able to make that? Either way, we might see him sitting by himself for a while.
And so Snell nails both of them.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Irving with it. From deep. And again, it's the Nets missing. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Williams. Missed inside. And here's Aldridge. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Trailing by 4. Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
Here's Williams following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. Here's Okongwu. Tries yet again. It's not going to go for him. Some solid defense there from Irving. Here's Griffin. And he slams it down right on top of Gallinari.
Blake leaves you speechless. His dunks are out of this world.
Williams inside. Aldridge on him. Here's Okongwu. The basket is good off the assist from Williams.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Here's Irving. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
In attack mode pretty much every game we see him. This time, Williams getting it done in transition.
And Irving launches it from deep. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Hawks lead by 4. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And for the Hawks guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, in any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. Gallinari is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Okongwu. Then there's Tony Snell. And it's Young in at the 1. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Young against Jordan, and they call the foul, so he's got the and 1 chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Okay, incredible body control, the will to complete the play. Young with the potential and 1.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Bruce Brown. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Capella's checked in.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber.
And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted 3-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their 3-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
Harden the pass to Claxton. There's the killer 2-handed slam.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention. Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Young drives in. Good on the bucket. Nets trail by 3. Johnson outside. Pass to Claxton. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Harden outside. Clock at 6. Here's Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
You've got to hand it to DeAndre. His relentless approach on the boards, paying dividends.
And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
Jeff Green is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Here is Harden. 15 points in the game. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Here's Young. A shot that time, not on target. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Back to Green. Harden surveying the D. And the jam by Harden.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Young dishes to Capella. Oh, and the jam by Capella.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Now here's Harden. He's got 17. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the jam by Harden.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. I love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. They trail by 1. And he uses the glass on the layup. Young's got 13.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb. Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
It's Collins with the drive. Misses the layup.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Lou Williams is checked in for the Hawks. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Because he's so good at shooting it and driving it, defenses overplay Lou, leaving other guys free.
And on the way from Irving for 3, and it's John Collins with the rebound.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Irving, good.
Out in transition, Kyrie finds his spot down the court, finishes the job.
Here's Herter. At the elbow, Williams. There's the dish to Capella. Back to Williams. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. 6 points for him. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes.
Goodness. And that's going to do it, son. Good to Trae Young. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Atlanta.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. We saw Trae Young lighting it up in the first half. He had 13 points. And that does it for our halftime show.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. Setting the floor for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Green. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Harden in at the point. Harden up top, defended by Young. And Harden with the stuff.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
Here's Young. Capella trying to free himself up. Young's shot is good. Young's got 4 points now in the quarter. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
Young with the ball, and it's Johnson picking him up. Young looking around. He's still out. Now he is 9 of 10.
Terrific game plan coming out of halftime. A perfect 3 for 3 from the field.
Jordan trying to free himself up. Harden, that's good. Harden's got the lead up to 1 now for Brooklyn. Rager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters, but ultimately your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. Williams against Harden. Rebound by the Hawks. Fast break, the Hawks. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And a new group in for the Nets. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Blake Griffin comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And Irving subbed in for James Harden.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
In this half, a more entertaining one. The pace is picked up, tougher defense, better ball movement.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Williams attacking. Again, the Hawks score.
Good recognition by Lou. Sees a crack in the defense, has the speed to exploit it.
Irving against Williams. Irving can't hit. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. The lead is 2. Three-pointers. Snell drills the three-pointer. Snell's got 7.
And really, Snell needs no time at all to get his jump shot off. He's looking to score once he gets the pass.
Irving way outside. Again, Irving missing.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. The shot's good.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Count it. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Tremendous focus by Kyrie. Doesn't let the contact throw him off.
Williams against Irving. Williams kicks to Snell. Power down with both hands.
not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Griffin's shot is off.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
And Bogdanovich throws it down.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Irving for 3. The shot, no good. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. It's Atlanta. They're up. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. The Hawks leading by 9. And so in the game for the Hawks, Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with John Collins. And it's Young in at the point guard. And here is Hunter. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. It's the Nets now. Nets shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Irving drives in, and Capella sends it back. Here's Young. No good that time. Good work defensively by Harden. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. The Hawks leading. Young outside. And it's blocked by Jordan. They get it back. Capella with the bucket.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Jordan and Capella sends it back. But he gets it back. Inside. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Jordan.
What a turnaround for him since the half. More aggressive and more effective.
Young outside. Up and in. That's his 10th make in the contest. He has only taken 13 shots.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And there's the call on Kevin Herter. That is his first foul of the game. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Jordan inside. Capella covering. Here's Harden. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. And the dunk by Capella.
That's next level vision. Young could probably lead the league in assists if that were his goal.
Here's Irving. Got it. Good job in the low post. Irving's got 9 points here in the second half.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
From past the arc. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
All the way back in high school, Kyrie showed us he has a unique touch from distance.
Here's Young. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Young's got 23 points.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he's doing it by getting to his spots and making big shots.
Jordan kicks to Harris. Young against Harden. And that one, good.
I mean, how many spots on the floor is Harden not effective from? I'll tell you, not many.
Now, here's Hunter. Guarded close. And stolen by Jordan. Irving drives in. Lays it up off the glass. And now it's just a 4-point Hawks lead.
Calm in the heat of the storm. Kyrie with a big bucket.
Young with the ball. Picked up by Harris. Shots good from Young. 25 points in the game.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside. It just doesn't matter.
Harden the pass to Harris. Back to Harden. Corner shot. They grabbed their own miss. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
A seasoned vet with lots of playoff experience. Jordan remains calm under pressure.
Young against Jordan. And that one drops.
Incredible. Often the smallest guy on the floor, Young consistently comes up with the biggest plays.
Here's Harden on the wing. Defended by Young. And Harden with the stuff.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Young passes to Capella. The kick out to Young. Back to Capella. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. And the Hawks lead by 6.
A big who lives inside. Capella knows he's a center. He knows he makes his living off scoring close in against that good D.
Pass to Irving. From deep three-point range. Good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Saving a little something from when it really counts. Kyrie dropping daggers down the stretch.
And the foul on Harden. That'll be his second foul of the game. Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Gallinari, he's checked in for Atlanta. Here's Herter. Good.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Harden, no good. Here's Herter. And so the Hawks take the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for There below is Barclays Center. And before we get going, let's hear.
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5. And for Brooklyn, Green is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Harden. Then it's Johnson. And it's Jordan in at the center position. Now here's Antetokounmpo. And here comes Harden leading the fast break. And it's blocked. Middleton with it. That one a little long.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Giannis dishes to Middleton. Shot from the top of the key. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game. Lots of speed and athleticism on the floor tonight, Brent. What do you think could determine the outcome?
Well, if guys are going to play fast, Kevin, and guys are going to be up in the air, it's going to come down to very solid decision making to see who it is that separates themselves in this one.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Here's Harden, and he banks in the layup.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Up top, DiVincenzo. Here's Lopez, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
That's a battle down there. It's one of the reasons Lopez has been in this league for over a decade. Solid effort.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Fader on the way. The rebound by Holiday.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Shots good by Middleton.
Well, Middleton is shooting the ball extremely well in this one. Nice rhythm. Might be tough to slow him down.
And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
No good from Jordan.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
Kicks it down to Middleton. Latrey. It will not find the hoop. It's his 3rd miss. He has made 2. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Harden. Lopez with the block.
Oh, that's out of there. Not a high riser, but Lopez using his frame. A smart block, if you will.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Now, here is Holiday. And the 3 off target. In transition, here come the Nets. Green kicks to Harris. From downtown, Milwaukee with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Well, not only being just an all-around more improved player, Giannis has taken some huge strides in terms of building his body up.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Brown in for Tyler Johnson. Now, here is Harden. Aldridge. Here's Claxton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
It's his first trip to the line. The first free throw is good. Bobby Portis is checked in for the Bucks.
2 shots.
He hits both from the stripe. There's 1:40 left here in the opening quarter. Milwaukee in the lead. To the right side. Here's Lopez. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Now, the placement for Lopez, ideal there. When he cuts well, it puts him in a great spot just to turn around and make a deuce.
Now, here is Harden. It's tipped.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
A nice shot by Tucker.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Harden. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And a staple of Harden's attack. Sometimes it seems he's better finishing through contact on the drive.
Griffin's checked in for Brooklyn. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Middleton's checked in. Here is Forbes. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Harden. It's deflected. Here's Portis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And the second free throw, good. Nets trail by 4. Harden. surveying the D, and Harden with the stuff.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. From deep. Forbes can't get it to go. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting well off their usual numbers, around 29% so far. Here's Brown, and it's all evened up.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Here's Connaughton. 1 second left. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Tie game in Brooklyn. And don't... This is what Giannis Antetokounmpo recently told us when he was...
For me personally, I just want...
And for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Chris Middleton is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Bobby Portis, and it's Forbes in at the point guard position.
And that foot injury robbing Dante DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season, but in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is any time that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Dante did that last year, and this year has stepped in and continued to contribute to this ball club. As Giannis has grown in his physical stature, widening those shoulders, having more strength, these are the kind of plays that make all that hard work pay off.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Aldridge kicks to Luwawu-Cabarrot. 5 to shoot. Ball's knocked loose, taken away by Holiday. And Holiday with a clear path to the hoop. And Holiday throws it down.
Such a smart defensive player. Drew Holiday understanding when he should go after steals. If you're going to go for it, get it.
The pass to Luwawu. Lopez with the steal. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
Well, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
And that's sort of a picture of what not to do on those last 2 possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Aldridge. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. Joe Harris is checked in for Luwawu-Cabarrot. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Irving. Bucks have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. The shot's good from Lopez. I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day and don't lie to yourself. guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you. The Bucks shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. It's a 5-point game. And Harden with the stuff.
I just really like how Tyler distributes the basketball, skilled at quickly getting the ball over to the open man.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
A different look for Milwaukee. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo, and it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Jordan's shot is off, and it's the Bucks ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Portis drives in. Middleton for 3. He can't get it to go. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in. That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Now here's Middleton. Shoots from the elbow, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
Nets trail by 4. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. Brooklyn making some changes. Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan, and Nicholas Claxton subbed in for Green. For Milwaukee, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Middleton for 3. Brooklyn with the rebound.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
For Brooklyn, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
Traditionally, we talk about power forwards. I mean, is that not Blake Griffin? It applies to every facet of his game.
Milwaukee has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Shots good by Middleton. Nets have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Here's Harden. Rebounded by Tucker. 3 on 3. Here's Middleton. That will count. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And a close. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opening. Thanks for joining.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. So it's Brooklyn now, trailing by 4. Green is out there with Jordan. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Harden in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Now here's Green. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 4 on the shot clock. And stolen by DiVincenzo. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. And the dunk by Giannis.
Well, Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
Johnson dishes to Harden. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Bucks making a switch here. Connaughton's checked in. On the wing, Green. DiVincenzo against Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Now here is Holiday. And there's the feed to Lopez. Second chance shot. James Harden with the rebound. Nets trail by 4. Here's Jordan. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, good luck stopping DeAndre Jordan with a full head of steam, just a couple of steps, and that skill and size, something good's going to happen from a play like that.
Marcus Aldridge is checked in for the Nets. Bruce Brown comes in for Johnson.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
So it's Brooklyn now after the basket by Milwaukee. And the rejection by Giannis. All going up court. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Now here is Aldridge. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
Outside Aldridge. Pass to Harden. Harris kicks to Harden. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Bucks leading by 10. Portis with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Here's Tucker. Misses the three. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. Looking to get it going. No good on that one. Great D that time from Middleton. And it's the Bucks on the break.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. For Brooklyn, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room with the break. And there's a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That's his first foul. Brooklyn making some changes. Griffin's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Luwawu-Cabarrot comes in for Harris. And it's Kyrie Irving in for James Harden. He has a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. And before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
For Brooklyn, they have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Holiday surveying the floor. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Here's Middleton. And the Bucks miss again. Nets trail by 12. Here's Luwawu. Back to Aldridge. Up again. And another shot. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Griffin. Bucks leading by 12. Passes it to Forbes. From deep three-point range. They get it back. And staying with the play, Middleton.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Pass to Forbes. From deep. Rebound, Brooklyn. Griffin's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Luwawu. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Luwawu's got 4 this quarter. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. The Bucks have shot 2 of 5 from the free throw line. That's good from Forbes. So for the Nets, Jeff Green is checked in for Aldridge. Johnson comes in for Luwawu-Cabarrot, and it's James Harden in for Irving. Nets trail by 14, stolen by Middleton. Now the pass to Portis. For the 3, good on the triple. Forbes has got 5 now. Brooklyn's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Left side, Griffin. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with the steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Outside Griffin. From outside the arc. Can't connect. And so it's Milwaukee out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for the Bucks. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's P.J. Tucker. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Middleton in at small forward.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot often.
Now here's Middleton. Jeff Green missing his last shot. No good from outside. Here we go, one-on-one.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is I just got to get the next one to go, and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Here is Harden following the basket by Chris Middleton. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Irving's checked in. Brook Lopez is checked in for Milwaukee.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to, how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Trying to find that consistency from distance that's stretching out the defense, and that's why Kyrie always has an available driving lane.
Shots good by Middleton.
And that's his second triple of the half. None for him going into the break.
And Irving launches it from deep. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Bucks leading by 19 points. Middleton finds DiVincenzo. Middleton can't get it to go.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Now, here is Irving. Kicks it out to Harden. For three. Let's keep it alive. Outside, Green. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And here's Tucker. Pass to Lopez. The shot by Middleton. Wide open. And a miss there on the triple.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Outside Holiday. To the inside. Here's Lopez. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
An era where we're seeing teams turn away from the slower 7-footers. Brook Lopez still playing a pivotal role for the Bucks.
There's been a lot of talk in recent years, Greg, as how the big man has been played off the floor in the playoffs. That's just not the case with Lopez because he's been able to step out and shoot threes along with being a really reliable rim protector.
The offensive rebound, the kick out to Antetokounmpo. And again, the Bucks miss.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion. And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Bucks.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Chris Middleton.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Scooped up. Connaughton passes to Lopez. There's the three. The shot's good from Forbes.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Outside Irving. From deep three-point range, that shot misses. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA. And let's check out the injury report. 5 players unavailable tonight.
5 players unavailable tonight. A lot of minutes and shots to go around.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's Green. Then there's Harris. And it's Jordan in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the 76ers, they've got Ben Simmons. Howard is out there with Tobias Harris. Then it's Curry. And it's Green in at the 3. That one falls. Greg, in terms of personnel, not exactly the matchups we were expecting to see tonight.
You know, Kev, with all the injuries and some guys now having to step into unfamiliar roles, in some ways that makes tonight all the more intriguing to see which guys are going to step up and deliver.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they might be pressing a little. I mean, forcing some things. This is a good opportunity to calm everyone down.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Nets. Here is Harden. Johnson outside. Green kicks to Johnson. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's his first foul.
Yeah, quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
Simmons against Harden. Just 5 on the clock. Deflected by Howard.
You got to be aware of Howard at all times, especially on defense where he makes his living blocking shots.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile one block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Now here's Simmons. He dishes it to Howard. Johnson against Curry. Back to Howard. Curry passes to Howard. Outside for Curry. Latrey. Brooklyn with the rebound. Now here's Green. Harden outside. And the jam by Harden.
Oh, you love seeing Harden take off for the slam. He has just unreal hops.
High post Howard. Harris finds Simmons. And here is Green. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. Here's Harden. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
And Harden loves getting contact on his shots, showing off his true muscle and level of concentration.
Simmons passes to Harris. The dish now to Curry. Back to Harris. Pass to Curry. Lots of room. Count it. Good.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
Simmons against Harden. To the paint. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Simmons. He kicks it to Green. Back to Simmons. In the corner, it's Harris. Uncovered. And he nails the jumper.
He keeps that mid-range jump shot alive. I love seeing Harris utilize this area of the floor.
Here is Harden. And sent back by Howard. Harris against Green. Curry kicks to Harris from past the arc. And the 76ers get it back.
It's a battle boxing Howard out. Too big, too strong.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Here's Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Green against Simmons. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Green against Harris. Johnson left side. There's the pass to Green. Harden surveying the D. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Griffin's check in for James Harden. And here's Aldridge. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 3-point lead. Outside Irving. Here's Brown. Pass to Claxton. Outside Irving. Brown finds Griffin. Outside Irving. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
I love how under control Irving is. I mean, he doesn't let the shot clock dictate his shot selection. He has excellent patience.
Harris outside. To the middle. Looking to end the run. And that one's good. Maxey.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And a deep three from Irving. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Nets. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed this.
For me, it comes with block.
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
Scott is out there with Korkmaz. Then it's Shake Milton. Then there's Maxey. And it's Thibault in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. Scott, good. It seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. Guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. Terrific player.
Three terrific kids. You're right.
See, right there, Kyrie showing you the range. Usually hovers around 40% from three. Must be accounted for at all times.
Passes it to Milton. Thibault on the wing. Right side, Scott. The 76ers need to get off a shot. And that one's good. Maxey.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Irving. Aldridge. And it's Aldridge on the follow.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
The 76ers trail by 4. And here's Maxey. Pass to Scott. On the wing, Milton. He's covered by Brown, and it's good. 2 points. Milton He's got his second bucket.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
The deep three from Irving. Another miss by Irving. The 76ers have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Howard's checked in for Korkmaz. Green comes in for Shake Milton. And Simmons subbed in for Maxey. It's Harden with the drive, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And really, Harden is even dangerous when he's looking to score. Even when the defense gets physical with him, he takes the contact, he powers through it.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Tobias Harris comes in for Scott, and it's Seth Curry in for Matisse Thybulle. The 76ers trail by 3. High post, Howard. Left side, Harris. Back to Howard. Irving against Curry. Banked in off the glass.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And it's Irving with the ball for the Nets. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Green kicks to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
And when Harden sees a clear lane to the hoop, just move out the way. He jumps on it. So relentless in how he exploits open space.
On the wing, Harris. Howard, the pass to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Harris with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And the foul on Joe Harris. That's his first foul. The Nets making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Curry deciding where to go with it. Back to Harris. Over Harden. Howard dishes to Harris. Over Johnson. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I mean, you look at the all-around game of Harris. He's even been good from the free throw line.
This is his first free throw of the game. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
The pass to Harden. Here's Harris. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Nets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And he knocks down the first one. And Harris drops them both. Now Simmons. With 2 seconds left. And Simmons slams it in.
Wow. Taking whatever he sees in the pick and roll. Simmons, you got to respect how assured he is.
The deep three from Harden. And that one released in time, but no good. And that...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. They were always within striking distance. Thanks for joining us.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
So for Brooklyn now, Green is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Harden. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Irving in a 2-guard.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Harris outside. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Tyler Johnson, he's checked in for the Nets. Here's Harden. The shot misses. Some solid defense from Harris. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Harris has got 8 points.
Not just the jump shooter. Harris is also comfortable looking to score from these spots, too.
Harden outside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Ben Simmons.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Nets have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
And it's clear that the Beard is a special player, a clutch performer. He loves to play the game of basketball.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Mike Scott's checked in for Howard. Korkmaz comes in for Danny Green. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Seth Curry. And Maxey subbed in for Ben Simmons. Thybulle, the pass to Maxey. 5 on the clock. And Philadelphia with another turnover here. And Philadelphia making a change here. Brazdeikis is checked in. The Nets with the lead. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the 3rd quarter. Harden, that's good. Harden's got 20 points.
Good luck in stopping Harden tonight. Another classic performance from the ultimate scoring machine.
Here's Korkmaz. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Thybulle kicks to Korkmaz. Just 5 to shoot. Dishes it to Scott. Again, Philadelphia. Here is Harden. He's got 20. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And it goes down 2 points. The 76ers trail by 3. Pass to Maxey. Here's Brazdeikis, guarded by Green. Now here's Scott. 6 to shoot. Maxey, and slam dunk by Maxey.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. It's good.
Some players might wear down during this kind of run. He's only getting strong.
The 76ers have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. And now we've got the intentional foul. And a new group in for the Nets. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Jordan. Blake Griffin comes in for Jeff Green. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Brown in for Tyler Johnson. Here's Howard. That shot is off. Aldridge with some nice D. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Brown. Rebound by the 76ers. Howard's got his 6th rebound on the night. Passes it to Harris. Back to Howard. In the corner, it's Harris. The feed to Howard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Proving he can be crafty. Howard takes pride in fooling defenders and getting them to jump.
For Philadelphia, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And the 76ers with some changes. Green comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Seth Curry in for Maxey. And it's slammed in by Howard.
It's hard to know what to do in these situations. Look, Howard is intelligent. He always knows where to roll to the right spot.
Harden against. Whoa, what a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now. I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. A superb athlete.
Milton, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Reedy's checked in for Howard. Mike Scott comes in for Harris. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Green. And Maxey subbed in for Seth Curry. To the left wing. Now, here's Maxey. He's tightly guarded. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. It's stolen by Milton. And here's Maxey. He has 6. Lays it up off the glass. Maxey's got 8 points.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
James Harden getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. A grand total of 28 points for him in the game now. They have no answer for. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. 4th quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. And so in the game for the 76ers, they've got Howard. Harris is out there with Shake Milton. Then there's Maxey. And it's Simmons in at the point guard position. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Maxey.
Irving is one of the fastest guys in the game. Sensational at drawing contact on his way to the rack.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. Green, he's checked in for Maxey. And the Nets making a change here as well. Joe Harris is checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. So for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's James Harden in for Brown. Here's Simmons. Great D that time from Green.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against them. That's just great work inside.
And it's sent back by Howard. On the wing, Irving. A second chance effort. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. Good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Harden outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, and for a guard, Harden does a ton of damage inside, especially how he gets these foul calls close to the basket.
Harden hits them both. 4th quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Outside, Simmons. On the wing, Harris. Kicks it to Howard. 5 to shoot. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Love the aggressive mind state. Howard showing how authoritative he is inside.
On the wing, Irving. Guarded by Simmons, and he gets the bucket.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket of its own.
On the wing, Harris. Back to Simmons. And And Simmons slams it in.
This is why you must get Simmons out the paint, because he's fantastic when it comes to dunking.
Irving surveying the floor. Score of the basket is 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Simmons with it. He kicks to Howard. Pass to Milton. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Howard's got 3 assists in the game. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a 1-point game. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris.
That's a good break. It's tough to connect on those long-distance passes.
Korkmaz checked in for the 76ers. Seth Curry comes in for Shake Milton. Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
A seasoned vet with lots of playoff experience, Jordan remains calm under pressure.
Outside Curry. Howard against Jordan. It's stolen by Green. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. Count that bucket. Irving's got the lead up to 5 now for Brooklyn.
Oh, man, you got to appreciate the poise of Irving. He's always composed, especially on important possessions.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Easy to see why Simmons is on the floor. He's terrific at capitalizing during important parts of the game.
Harden outside. The pass to Irving. And the shot goes in. And the Nets lead by 5.
Come on, Irving is a terrific clutch shooter. He welcomes any chance he can to seek these type of shots.
Simmons dishes to Howard. It falls! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
This is what great players do. Howard relishes the chance to hit these important shots.
Now Harden. Feeds to Green. Harden kicks to Irving. Curry with the steal. And it's Simmons. Oh.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Nobody near Irving. Off target from 3-point range.
They get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be given.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Here's Simmons. Pass to Howard. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. And so he hits the technical free throw.
And you talk about coming through at the most crucial moment. What a job to tie this thing up.
Curry finds Simmons.
Remarkable poise of the young guard Simmons. He knows it's his responsibility to come through in tight spots.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're behind by 2. 3 seconds left in the 4th quarter. What's your take, guys?
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, I try to get the ball in as close to the basket as possible. That way, if you miss a quick one, you may have time for a putback to tie it at the buzzer.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Dwight Howard.
And the shooting percentage, how about all the way in the 60s, shows how deadly he can be when he's feeling it. And as locked in as he was, they were trying to feed him as much as possible. But he never got out of control. I mean, he kept his head and just stayed patient.
So it's Philadelphia taking the W in a close one here. One issue.
Hey, Kevin.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. Quite a few injuries here between the two teams. 5 players out tonight.
5 players scratched from the game. If you're one of the healthy players, you're going to get all you can eat.
So the Nets starting 5. Jordan is out there with Green. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Harden in at the 1. And for the Hawks, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the center position. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Young. Pass to Capella. Oh, and the jam by Capella.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention and takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
Now, here is Harden. And Capella sends it back. Pass to Herter. Lets the 3 fly. Shot clock reset for the Hawks. Another shot. Capella controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Now here's Harden. Kept alive.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Young, good.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively, hard to close off the lane.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And again, it's the Nets missing.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Here's Capella. In the corner, it's Hunter. From outside the arc. Rebound, Brooklyn. Johnson surveying the floor. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They, right now, are searching for a bucket.
Young, good.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
From deep, Harden. He can't get that one to fall.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury. Never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
They need this. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And a staple of Harden's attack. Sometimes it seems he's better finishing through contact on the drive.
Atlanta making some changes. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. Bogdanovich comes in for Kevin Herter. Lou Williams is subbed in for Trae Young. Then for the Nets, LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green. And it's Brown in for Tyler Johnson. And it's Capella missing. And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young. And Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Williams gets the bucket.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Brown the pass to Claxton. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And there's Hunter on the assist from Bogdanovich.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Harden against Williams. Fires the 3. Again, the miss by Harden.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Here's Hunter down low. Gallinari dishes to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Williams inside, guarded by Harden. Out to Gallinari. Williams for three. Atlanta gets it back. Here's Capella. No good with the layup.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Harris, good.
Joe Harris has zero doubt about his ability to knock down range shots. How pretty is that?
Williams attacking. It's good.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string. I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Just 4 seconds left to play here in the first. And so it's Atlanta. 13 points up at the end of the period. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen the Hawks really take control here.
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for Brooklyn now, we've got LaMarcus Aldridge. Tyler Johnson is out there with Brown. Then there's Griffin, and it's Harris in at the 3. Young, no good. And so Aldridge will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets, trailing by 13. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category, and a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Now Johnson, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
A crafty, versatile scorer. Tyler Johnson knows how to get himself to the foul line. I love it.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. And Herter gets it to go.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Johnson kicks to Green. Round the pass to Griffin. Over Collins. Bank shot, no good. Atlanta leading by 12. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. The drive by Jordan. Rebound, Atlanta. Collins has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Now, here is Young. Okongwu at the elbow. Here's the 3. Young's shot is off.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Green finds Jordan. 2 points. That one goes.
When DJ's working the catch and shoot aspect of his game, boy, you know he feels good.
Young outside. Inside. Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Johnson dishes to Brown. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Blake Griffin.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Passes it to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Green, the pass to Jordan. Johnson kicks to Brown. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there. To the paint. It's stolen by Green. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. That shot by Griffin, no good. Atlanta leading by 10. Okongwu, the pass to Young. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
Solid there, just recognizing when to drive. When Young has some wiggle room, he seizes it.
To the inside, Jordan. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 6 rebounds now in the game. The Atlanta shooting their first free throws of the game. The first one falls, and the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Molinari comes in for Collins. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Tony Snell. And it's Williams in for Trae Young. And a new group in for the Nets. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Blake Griffin. Joe Harris is checked in for Green. And it's Harden in for Bruce Brown. Now, here's Capella. Harden missing his last shot. Williams passes to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Johnson for 3. Bogdanovic grabs the miss, and it's the Hawks' ball. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. That's no good, and now he's missed 2 and made 2. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
A nice shot by Aldridge.
Well, terrific job by Tyler Johnson to do exactly what they want him to do. Find his open teammates.
Outside Williams, over Harden, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. Atlanta had no problems getting going. They strung together several impressive trips down. And
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Clint Capella has been sensational.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
His power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the back, and it's Capella in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And it's Capella missing. Nets trail by 12. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Harris has got 6.
You simply must guard Joe Harris when he's beyond that three-point territory. He will knock down shots if you don't contest.
That one goes in, and the Hawks lead by 11.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Now here's Capella. 8 points for him. Fast break, the Hawks. And finished off by Collins.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. At one point, they led by 16. Here's Herter. The three-pointer, no good. Nets trail by 13. It's tipped. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter. He can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Atlanta making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for the Nets.
Man, that's a tough shot for an athletic big man like Collins. Finishing through contact is something you've got to be able to do.
You and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Young dishes to Bogdanovich. Inside. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Griffin goes in. And there's the pass to Claxton. From deep. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Harden.
And defensively, you got to respect Harden's ability to drive. That just makes him exponentially more difficult to guard out at the line.
And yes, it's good.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Brown against Bogdanovich. Brown, good. Brown's got 6.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
And here's Young from the arc. Offensive rebound. Here's Okongwu. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And that one falls for Okongwu. Atlanta making some changes. Tony Snell's checked in for Hunter, and it's Williams in for Trae Young. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for the Nets. Tyler Johnson comes in for Brown. Now here's Harden. 10 points for him. And the jam by Harden.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
The shot by Williams, no good. Nets trail by 10. Harris kicks to Johnson. The Nets working the ball around now. A steal. Here we go, all alone. And here we go. Pull up Jay. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Hawks lead by 12.
Well, he's got the size and strength. Gallinari doing work on the glass.
Harden.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Outside Williams. And there it is for him. 6 points for him.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
The Hawks leading by 12. Bogdanovich finds Williams. Here's Snell. Back to Bogdanovich. Down low. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Gallinari outside. And stolen by Harris. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their defense has been active. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Green is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Hayes. Then it's Harden. And it's Johnson in at the shooting guard position.
Over the course of his career, Lou Williams has really improved as a passer. That is nicely done.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Williams scanning the floor. And that one goes long.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down now to just 12 on the basket from James Harden.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
Williams inside the line. It's hauled in by Harris.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off. Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Nobody near Williams. Rebound, Brooklyn. It's up a three. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Harris.
Boy, they have been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Williams outside. Williams with another miss.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
And the jam by Harden.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
And with that three-pointer, how about ending that 11-0 run by Brooklyn?
Harden against Williams. The Hawks leading by 8. Here's Herter. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Atlanta. Then for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Johnson. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. It's Collins with the drive. Count the basket. And it's a 10-point Hawks lead.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Good on the three-point shot. Harden's got 23 points.
And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
It took a shift in strategy, but it seems like they figured it out. Let's see if they can extend this run all the way to the finish.
The shot's good from Irving.
We all know that Irving wants to be the man to hit that shot. And when he takes it, he usually finds a way to finish.
Williams kicks to Hunter. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. And the Hawks lead by 7.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Harden. And the call, and so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it up. Oh!
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Young taking his time here. Here's Hurd. It's Collins with the drive. Shooting foul. The coach's challenge has been issued. First game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Atlanta's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Here's Young. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Hawks lead by 5.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? And an intentional foul right there. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot-blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate.
And the Nets making a change here. Irving's checked in, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Young against Harden. Now, here is Young. He's guarded closely. Clock at 6. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Irving way outside. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And so the Hawks take the win. It was up. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. situation. A lot of bodies absent for this team tonight, including a big name. So the Nets starting 5. We've got DeAndre Jordan. Green is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Johnson, and it's Harden in at the point. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the center position. Now here is Holiday. Middleton inside the three-point line. It's good on the putback.
Because of that big body and 7-foot frame, Lopez a handful to keep off the glass.
Harden against Holiday. Harden's shot is off. On offense, here are the Bucks. Here's Antetokounmpo. Middleton outside. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Here's Green. Holiday with the defensive effort. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. DiVincenzo kicks to Middleton. Lopez inside. He's against Jordan. Antetokounmpo finds Middleton. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. A rebound by Johnson. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Brooklyn Nets. Harden's shot is off.
3 misses to start the game, still trying to break the seal on that hoop.
DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
You know, he attracts a lot of attention, and Lopez making the most of it there to set his teammate up with an open look.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Harden's shot is off.
You know, that's a quick 0 for 4 now. At what point do you call a timeout and reset?
They get the rebound. Antetokounmpo with the bucket.
You know, Antetokounmpo, for all of his skills and talent, he's a worker. This guy likes to grind and takes a lot of pride in outworking people on the board.
And the jam by Harden.
An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
With just no way for the D to handle it.
Well, I tell you what, you just got to sit back and admire the creativity there.
Giannis passes to Lopez. Antetokounmpo inside. Guarded by Green. Here's Harden. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
How about the concentration? I mean, Harden is used to finishing past intense defense. There he goes, doing it again.
Holiday left side. Shoots the 3. He can't hit that time. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. The drive by Green. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind and the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
And that one drops for him.
Guys, it's hard to shake Harden off his game. He's so strong and skilled. He keeps his balance right where he needs it.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. Connaughton kicks to Portis to stop the run.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Bucks shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. Milwaukee making a switch here. Middleton's checked in, and a switch here for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jeff Green. The Nets with the lead. Aldridge finds Harden. The shot from 20 feet away. And it's Connaughton with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And the pass to Forbes. Here's Middleton. And again, the Bucks miss.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission. Oh, my word. I shouldn't be amazed anymore when Griffin pulls off a dunk like that, but I always seem to be. The man has some unreal moves above the rim.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. Off target with his three.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it. Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
The Bucks have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. And that one falls for Middleton.
Boy, for me, it's really been fun watching the evolution of Chris Middleton. I mean, a rangy two-guard who can really stuff the stat sheet.
Joe Harris is checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Here's Brown. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. The putback, Aldridge controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
From deep. It's hauled in by Brown. Harden outside. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And Harden with the stuff.
You know, Harden has that quick first step. Once he sees a lane to the rim, he's going to take it.
Middleton outside. Over Brown. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. James Harden getting it done. And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Definitely the game has slowed down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Griffin is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Brown in at the shooting guard. Griffin against Giannis.
That's why you got to push Giannis Antetokounmpo out of the paint. I mean, he's too long, too skilled, and very confident from this area. You got to get him out of there.
It's Harden with the drive. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Boy, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Here's Brown. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Brown's got the lead up to 11 now for Brooklyn.
You know, with Harris, if you're open, he's going to make sure he finds you.
Now here is Holiday. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Giannis dishes to Lopez. Passes to Forbes. To the wing on the left. Here's Nora. Rebounded by the Nets. In transition, here come the Nets. Griffin leading the charge. And Harden with the stuff.
Love when Harden uses that great leaping ability to finish with power.
And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. Lopez finds Giannis. And Griffin sends it back. And here again, the Nets in transition. Up the court they go. And the jam by Harden.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Bucks have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. Free throw good. Giannis.
You know, really, when you look at Antetokounmpo, he's got it all. I mean, he can score it, rebound it. He passes it pretty well, defends with intensity, and he's really versatile and going to continue to get better because of his work ethic.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Milwaukee. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Aldridge. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Blake Griffin. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Harris. And it's Kyrie Irving in for James Harden. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And it's Irving missing.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Tucker. Portis tips it back in. Portis has got 5 points so far.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great position.
Here's Irving. That one doesn't drop. Now the Bucks take it the other way.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the players, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, who's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
Stolen by Tucker. Here's Connaughton. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Yeah, you know, when you shoot the ball as well as Middleton does, you want to be hungry and looking for your shots. I mean, shot hungry is a good thing when you've got the stroke that he has, mid-range and long distance. Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Good.
Middleton is simply a very versatile and dangerous offensive player. He's clever at using the pull-up jumper in the right spots to balance out his shot-making repertoire.
Irving looking over the floor. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Irving's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know if there's anybody better than Kyrie Irving close to the basket. He has a great feel for how to score inside.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets ahead. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K. James Harden led the way in the first half. He had 16 points. And as great as James. And that's going to.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. One half to go. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward.
Boy, so crafty a player is James Harden. I mean, when he gets inside, he finds all kinds of ways and manner in which to score.
It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket for Middleton.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Harden and the jam by Harden.
You know, Harden is a remarkable talent, especially offensively. A versatile scorer who really is unstoppable once he gets going.
Giannis kicks to DiVincenzo. Poked away. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Trying to get open is Lopez. Brooklyn leading by 10. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Giannis. And here we go. The fast break with Giannis. And And the dunk by Giannis.
It is simply amazing to watch Antetokounmpo sprint the floor like an Olympic track star, covering up so much ground with those long strides the way he does.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Harden. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim, but the epic throwdown.
DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Yep, that one goes in there.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Nets have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Here's Harden. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Great positioning on the putback. Lopez has got 6.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Green. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Joe Harris. Brown is checked in for Johnson. And Irving subbed in for James Harden.
And quite honestly, guys, Antetokounmpo, get that name right, folks. He's one of the most unique, talented players in the league. I mean, long arms, which really create a lot of problems for the defenders, whether he's passing or shooting.
Irving against Holiday. A nice shot by Irving. He has 6.
Boy, good luck trying to keep Irving down. I mean, he's more than happy to take the contact and finish right through it.
On the wing, Holiday. The shot, no good. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. No good from Irving.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Brooklyn shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
That's good from Irving.
Hard to keep up with Irving. I mean, this guy knows how to get to the line. He's a multi-dimensional scorer, always attacking.
Middleton outside. With the teardrop. Rebound, Brooklyn. Aldridge has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Griffin dishes to Irving. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
Middleton on the wing. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Here's Luwawu, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Tip of the hat to Irving there. He ignited the break with this underappreciated part of his game, his defense. Quick hands help on both sides of the court.
It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Forbes.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big-time mistake.
Here's Irving. Drops in the layup for 2. Irving's got 9 points now in just the second half.
He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
Aldridge is covering. Here's Brown. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Nets lead by 14.
And ever since entering the league, that's been one of Griffin's favorite ways to score, attacking that offensive glass.
And so it's Brooklyn, sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've been putting on a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Setting the floor for the Nets. Tyler Johnson is out there with Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. Then it's Jordan. And it's Claxton in at the power forward. Harden. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Exceptional strength. Harden is so smart at creating opportunities to get to the free throw line.
Harden hits them both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Giannis outside. And Giannis throws it down.
Absolutely awesome to watch Antetokounmpo rise up for these throwdowns. I mean, it's really quite easy for him.
Here's Harden. The teardrop falls in. Harden's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the float.
Giannis drives in. He gets it in there.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Just 5 on the clock. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Nets lead by 14.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And Lopez throws it down.
Nice awareness from the young forward. Giannis Antetokounmpo showing he wants to work it to his guys.
Here's Harden. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken advantage.
You know, they're taking care of business in the paint, too. Those are valuable points they've been getting down low.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. Here's Giannis. And it's in there.
And they found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
Harden outside. Offensive rebound. Jordan the pass to Claxton. It's thrown by to Kumbo. Takes it down to Middleton. On the corner. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Presence of mind, really important. You know, this game is more mental than physical. And Middleton is a guy who stays in the moment. He's exceptional at knocking down a good shot off a good pass.
That one drops for him.
And that's what they have to do more of. They got a great look out of that possession.
Harden against Holiday. Antetokounmpo kicks to Holiday. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Here's Antetokounmpo. And he lays it straight in.
And it's easy to see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight. He can flat out dominate games at times.
Pass to Harris. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. Holiday, the pass to Middleton. And the rejection by Harden. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. Middleton for 3. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
When Harris gives you this type of energy on defense, that's a huge bonus.
Irving against Holiday. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And the Nets making a change here. Green's checked in. A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo.
Major dominance, and it comes so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
Irving can't get it to go.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
But that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Nets.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for James Harden.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
Nailed from three-point land.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
For real, come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Tips it, and there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Well, you know, a big part of offensive rebounding is really relentless effort and high energy, and Jordan knows all about that.
And so it's Brooklyn with the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.